Artists are always looking for fresh ways to represent the human experience. Lester Magoogan is an artist with Down syndrome. On 360 tonight, we see the world through Lester's eyes.
Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Office. Morning, boiling man.
Morning, boiling man.
Oh, Lester's a young man who's 24. He has the conditions Down syndrome, and fortunately, he's come out with a wonderful talent as an artist. He's an incredibly observational person and has a very good memory for remembering people and situations from events that have happened around him. So he tends to draw those scenarios, but in the form of monsters that he's created. And they're not monsters in the terms of being really scary, they're just very funny characters. I guess he feels most comfortable drawing in the living room when the soaps are on, be it Emmerdale, Coronation Street or EastEnders.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
He'll watch the show and carry on drawing, but his monsters that he draws, or his characters, don't reflect the people in those shows. I guess it's some way of him relaxing his brain and making the pure drawings that he does just come out.
That's my picture idea. It's my image, like body and same body but different shape, and a face with different shape and teeth and arms with different movements. That's my art. Love it. Thank you. Nice one. Nice one.
Well, he's productive each week. He does about 200 drawings per week. We've now got about 8,000 works that he's done so far.
He draws from the head and his heart. He has always said that he draws what he sees. You have to try and get inside Lester's head to see where he's actually coming from, and it's a great place to be.
I'm seeing a garden of monsters, like small creature, like butterfly, and different insect monsters walking, moving.
Most of Lester's drawings tend to have a certain element of humour in them, but there are a certain few that have a real serious air about them. He's got a drawing called 1011, and it's just basically a pile of rubble with tears coming out of the clouds. It really gave you a lump in the throat when you see it. So he has a serious side to certain elements of his art. When Lester was born, I got a call from Guy's Hospital to say, Mr. Magoogan, you've got a son, he's got Down syndrome, sorry about that, and they put the phone down. And that was when I learned that Lester had Down syndrome, and that was, I have to be honest, that was a pretty horrific moment, because in my upbringing as a child, I was always taught, well, keep away from those people, they're dangerous people, and so you're grown up with that, and you have a very primitive concept. So for the first 2 years, it was pretty hard going of accepting and dealing with Lester. But over time, you know, I saw that what I'd been brought up with and teachings I'd had when I was young were completely incorrect.
Probably the talent side of Lester comes from his father. When Lester's drawing, Wesley can see where he's coming from. They would spark off each other regarding when they'd done the animation.
What do you think the sound should be for that one, Lester?
That sound need, where's my bone?
I'll try some roofs in this, Lester.
Wolf! Wolf! Where's my bone? Wolf! Wolf! Where's my bone? Where's my bone?
Wesley was a saxophonist, and he's renowned for one particular song, and that was Will You, when he was with Hazel O'Connor. Totally and utterly a freak accident happened, and his thumbnail got caught on a piece of wood that was going through a 12-inch blade saw, and it was 3 fingers that were sawn, but they managed to put back together again. But they don't actually work.
And now, through not being able to play, which has been now 10 years, I've gone back to learning how to help Lester, and in order to help him best, I need to be really good on a computer, really good at graphics programs and film editing and animation. And I've kind of just taught myself again as though I was learning the saxophone.
Nice one!
Oi, who did that?
Nice one!
At Priory Gardens, where Lester works 2 days a week now, he's outside. He loves to be outside. And to actually see something grow from a seed into a plant, for him is absolutely astounding. And he just loves to see it. And I think it shows in his art too, because he starts somewhere when he's drawing, and he sees the finished article.
I've noticed since he's been here that his voice has been listened to. It's given other people confidence, and because he's not afraid to try things, I think quite a lot of people have taken his lead too.
He works 2 days a week at the school where he used to be.
Now, ready? This is... Yes! Well done, Bailey.
He goes in as like a member of staff, and he is treated as a member of staff. He's involved in everything that goes on in the class. They know his limitations, but they still expect a lot from him.
Numeracy now, numeracy.
One of the things about Lester is he is this wonderfully positive role model. Not only is his art beautiful, and not only is it an expression of who he is as a person, and not only do lots of us actually enjoy that expression, but we also see Lester being the subject of people's admiration. And people that can see Lester as the role model that he is will hopefully understand that people with a learning disability are full and active participants in our society.
Today we're off to Brighton to a shop called Art Republic. It's a very fine art shop, and today we should be securing a position for Lester where they're going to represent Lester for his art as our agents.
So sorry.
Hey, Lauren! Hey! Hey, fine.
But this one, like father, like son, the smaller character is the father.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
You got it the wrong way around, didn't you?
Who's got the bigger mouth?
Well, that's me, all right?
Well, I suppose you have to use what you've got to try and get attention. And if we have to use a little bit of what Lester is, because at the end of the day, his special needs probably is one of the reasons why he does his art. So if he was normal, maybe his art wouldn't be as it is.
I'll put it on top, but people say, what collection's big? I love it.
Because we probably mount it and you'd make it bigger again in the frame.
Yeah, big,
Give it a space.
big room space.
I think,
Yeah, big.
Really got a definite message. You know, he sees things in a different way, and it's lovely and simplistic. We're not doing this as a charity thing. You know, we're very serious. We have very serious artists here, so we wouldn't have him unless we thought it was going to be received well.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it? Yeah.
Proud for Lester. Wonderful for him.
Come on. Yeah!
Serious confidence boost, I think.
Wow! Yeah, girly. Of course you are. Fantastic. Very good.
One of the problems that we have with Leicester's art is if I walk into a gallery with some pictures and I say, would you like to buy these, yes or no? They'll give me a yes or no answer. We'll take Leicester into the gallery and they'll pat him on the head. Oh, isn't he sweet? And it's very patronising sometimes, and I've ended up having a few rows with the people in there, so I've come out looking the bad guy. But it's just very annoying that this sort of attitude still occurs. But once they get it and they see the stuff for what it is, whatever he's got wrong with him just vanishes, and he becomes Leicester, a character and a person in his own right, and that is a wonderful thing to see.
Over there! Office! 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 Office, somebody's there.
Keep an eye out for Leicester's work. Next week, we're on call with Dr. Austin O'Carroll, and we explore the connection between autism and man's best friend. Until then, goodbye.